Hello and welcome. In this packet tracer activity, we'll be exploring the internetworking devices. So as you can see here, we have two PCs, two routers, and an access point. Now these two routers are two totally different types of routers, so they have different kind of connections on them. Some pre-installed, some you need to add with a WIC card. So what we need to do is we need to first utilize what kind of WIC card we need to install on which one. So first off, let's go ahead and take a look at router 0. As you can see here, we have two gigaport Ethernets, we have two fast Ethernets, and we have two serial modules connected here on router 0. When we go over to router 1, we see that there are no WIC cards currently installed in this one. Of course, there are some little standard ones here, but that's not what we're worrying about when we're connecting to another router. So from here on, we can see that we need to go ahead and add a specific WIC that has serial ports for the connection to the other router, and then we need a multi-switching ports WIC card to be added for connection to the computers. So to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and turn off this device. After you've turned it off, and you select through these to find out which one it is, you'll see that the WIC2T is the correct one that we needed. So first off, we're going to click this and drag it on over to the right side one, which is slot 0. And then we're going to find the switch one, which is the 4ESW, and we're going to go ahead and click and drag this one on over to slot 1. From here on, we can go ahead and turn this on. Now, we can't go into any configuration settings right now because, as you can see, device is still booting. Please wait until it's finished. Okay, so let's go ahead and close that out for right now. What we're going to do is go on over to router 0. We're going to go ahead and go into the configurations, and we're going to turn on all of these interfaces. Just so that way, peace of mind, everything's going to be working good. Okay, that one's on. That one's on. Turn this one on. And that's it. Okay. Now that we have that on, let's check out router 1. See if we can go ahead and get that working. So when we go into here, go into config. It's up and started. Good. Let's go into the fast Ethernet. Turn these ones on. Which these two, are the ones that are already pre-installed onto this device. These ones that have three, or I should say 2 slashes and 3 sets of areas that where numbers can be. These ones are modules that you've added in. So let's make sure that these are all on. Okay, now since that is complete, let's go ahead and start connecting these up. So we have two different types of serial cables. One is a serial DCE, which has a clock rate on them, and then the serial DTE doesn't, and it doesn't matter for that. So we're going to go ahead and use this one because we don't want to mess with the clock rates as of right now. So let's select this one, router 0, and the first serial port, and then select router 1, and again the first serial port. Now that that one is done, we need to go ahead and set up a connection from the router to the access point. And for this, we need the crossover cable since they're like kind of components. So we'll select this one. And from here, we want to do the fast Ethernet that is built into it, because it is essentially an extension of it. Whereas the other fast Ethernet is more of a switching. So let's select this first one here, and select the only port available here. And then we're going to go to the just regular copper straight through and connect up each PC to these ones. And I'm going to go ahead, and since this is PC 1, I'm going to connect it to the number 1. And on PC 0, it's going to be connected up to the 0, which is the first one. And as you can see, that is that. Everything is up. No data, though, however, will be able to be sent across these wires because DHCP is not enabled on either routers. And so there are no IP addresses currently set up. But that is it for this tutorial. Thank you for watching.